Hi, fellow pioneers and those who are actually interested in Pinetwork's project. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, based on where you're watching from. I actually came across this news online about Pi Network. Pi aims for global recognition after November 22nd, 2025. So when I came across the news, I realized that this is quite amazing. I was actually excited when I came across it. At first, the news is very, very what impressive. So that's why I'm here to share the news with you. So let's go. Let's start. Let's go through the news, a bit and see what the news is talking about. Pi Network to become a recognized global currency. Pi Network is about to take a colossal jump in world finance. Pi will be able to work as an official digital currency in the international payments starting November 22nd, 2025. This shift might introduce Pi as one of the pioneering community-based cryptocurrencies to have their official worldwide recognition. The site emphasized the task of Pi in the cross-border payment and its compatibility with the ISO 20022. Millions of pioneers across the globe have become excited with the news. The Pi core team has also planned its path into three distinct stages, namely the period before November 2025, the November 22nd ISO 20022 activation, and the post-launch adoption phase. November 22nd, 2025 date is critical because it is the last day of the world migration to ISO 20022 by banks and financial networks. Following this achievement, Pi wants to launch tools of cross-border payments that governments can be officially aware of. What ISO 20022 means for Pi Network. ISO 20022 is a universal standard of messaging of financial transactions. It enables various banking systems to interact easily. In the case of Pi, this compliance would imply quicker, less expensive, and more transparent payments. According to experts, this kind of interoperability would allow Pi to be a competitive alternative to traditional currencies and other blockchain systems such as XRP and Stellar. Compared to its introduction in 2019, Pi Network has become accessible by over 50 million users across the world. This enormous following provides it with a special benefits as it moves into open mainnet. The mobile-first model by Pi has supported the users in the areas where banking services are unattained. The isolated mainnet period enabled Pi to reinforce its network and security. It is now being more about making real-world utility. The next decentralized exchange, DEX, and Pi apps platform will allow people to use Pi to purchase goods, services, and international transfers. How Pi plans to compete with traditional finance. This may make Pi a viable option to mobile worldwide. Remittances in the combination of iOS 2022 compliance and a mobile mining model. Financial analysts believe that Pi can fill the gap between blockchain and banking industry. The post of PiCoin magazine indicates that after November 22nd, Second, governments can start accepting Pi as the official transaction. According to analysts, the approach by Pi is resembling the initial institutional actions of other digital assets that have since become well known. It is also an inclusive economic model that fits the United Nations objectives of digital inclusion. Assuming that Pi has even partial adoption by the government, it can be a significant player in the digital finance system. However, in spite of the optimism, Pi has a number of challenges. This limits guarantees domestic stability but restricts liquidity, honesty of the core team, and the gradual improvement of the infrastructure will be what essential. Community enthusiasm and world change. The Pi community, which is also called pioneers, has reacted to the news with excitement. The strength of Pi is its worldwide presence, with a great contribution of Africa, Asia, and Latin America. In case it is successful, the transition by Pi can represent a new era in the decentralized financial systems. The Pi Coin magazine statement gives a bright future of the Pi network. Pi has the potential to become a mediator between digital assets and conventional finance. With integration of ISO 20022 and government level ambitions, whether the great idea of Pi will be implemented or not depends on the next few months. Till further notice, the race to November 22nd, 2025 carries on with the globe observing one of the possible revolutions in digital currencies. So now that we've gone through this article, the news, I'd like you to just say something about it. Do you think this is going to be implemented? Do you think Pinetwork is going to be recognized globally as it's going to be used as global payment? So just give your thought. Just write your thought in the comment section. Thank you.